Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Fields. Flushed out right. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the first down marker. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. York able to send this one through, and that'll make it 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they aren't a first or a second seed come playoff time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go, son.
The drive will start with an option going left. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Now it's Fields. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Fields going to keep it running left. Off the option, here's Gibbs.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team can have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They'll run with Gibbs, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his first rushing touchdown on the year, and they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Here comes the Saints punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Give to Bigsby on the option. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. Third and long. It's Fields. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. On 4th down, Matt Ariza sent on to punt. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. To throw, it's Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Mahomes. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And they will take over first and 10. Jahmyr Gibbs and the rest of the offense headed back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Oh, the option left is Fields. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a first down with some nice running.
17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it, and while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Cade York on now for the field goal. This just a 24-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Wide open is Watkins. He's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On second down, Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jordan Davis with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Here's Bryce Behringer now.
Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Bigsby with a carry to begin the series.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Now Fields.
Finds Johnston. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a good job shifting right, finding his target. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Fields on first down.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Meanwhile, Fields throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Let's go, man. Let's rock and roll. Let's go to the field. Here we go.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Fields going to keep it once more. Read option. This is Gibbs.
Down right around the 25. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On third down, here's Gibbs. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. On play action, Fields
Rolling to his right.
he's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the third quarter of action.
This taken in at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, and believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick, and the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. The first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 9. Mahomes' throw taken in by Watkins here.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now they'll fake the jet sweep and off play action. Here's Mahomes.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Keely Ringo in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Keely Ringo in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Here comes the Saints punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and set him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
Logan Wilson that time there to bring him down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Second and 6. A play fake, now Fields to throw.
His throw incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
They snap it to Fields.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And the Saints will have the football back.
Now, you know I don't often have sympathy for quarterbacks, but in this situation, I don't know what else he could do. 4th down, so he can't just throw the ball away. He's got to find a way to try and make a play, but the pressure ended up getting to him.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Tariq Woolen
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
He'll get this one to Pittman.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Trayvon Walker drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's fielded at the 45. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So a nightmare start to the drive as they're already staring at 2nd and long.
Fields now to throw. Finds Gibbs on a check down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it.
So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The New Orleans offense set to take over.
They're down a couple of scores, 16-0, as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. It's a gain of 35. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. The toss here completed to Pittman. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Quez Watkins.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
That's caught, but he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Fields going to keep it once more.
He'll pitch it.
Down the left sideline. How about this? He's to the 10.
And all the way in for the touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dragons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
And that one drops down incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now here's Mahomes. It's complete to Hopkins. He's across midfield, and he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 36 yards on the play. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches. A really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface.
Touchdown, Saints. Quez Watkins with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields being checked. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing 2nd and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the ball safely, of course, or go down. The yardage he gave up on that play, that's going to be tough for them to make up.
Play action. It's Fields. That is caught by Lamb. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. From the gun, here's Fields. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run. It's Miller. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop at a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Saints will have the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown!
Leonard Fournette.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll go again with Gibbs.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Out of the gun, Fields. Left side to Lamb.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Back to throw, Fields. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
2nd down and 8. Now Fields going to keep it running left. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the... And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year.
And the Dragons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense. Down by 10. 1:40 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Mahomes.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands of Pittman here.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Mahomes will throw.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Here now, 3rd down. Mahomes to throw it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Here's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Mahomes. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And now defensively in the 2-minute drill, the big key to me, make sure you understand your assignments, and anytime you get a chance to tackle someone in bounds, get them on the ground.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Yeah, penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Here's 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Here's 1st down.
One final try for Mahomes. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.